Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. All right. We are live on YouTube. We are live on YouTube. How's everyone doing today? How's it going? Yeah. It's been a while since I've taken a walk with purpose. Don and I were on vacation over the Memorial Day weekend. We stayed a few extra days than we expected. And I got a lot of exercise out there walking around the property in the woods. And then, I just haven't had a moment to even take a walk. I've been running around all over the house and still getting my exercise. I just haven't had a chance to get out and do another walk with purpose until today. And we're back live from Red Morton Park here in beautiful Redwood City, California, where I live. It is 80 degrees today. It's a beautiful day. I hope it's a beautiful day in your neck of the woods as well. And like I just said, I'm out and about on another walk with purpose. And today, I've got a special topic request. Hey, Easy Prod, audio good? Audio and video good? I just tested the audio. It seems to be rolling well. I've got all new plugs and cords and everything's working perfectly. How's it going, brother? Hey, brother Prod, brother AZ Prod. I'm sure you have an idea of some things that are going on, and I may have to do another stream soon, maybe like sometime tomorrow, and share with you folks some more community news updates, man. Because I think the cavalry is about to just shut things down. And I'll share more about that another time. Sounds great, brother. Thank you, man. 13 in the box, one thumbs up. Or one thumb up. Please smash thumbs up. Please share this out. There's another garbage stream happening right now that some people are probably watching. It's just going to be a stupid garbage stream. It's not even from the people that normally talk about me. It's just some other woman's doing a stupid stream right now, probably talking about Tiffany. And it's just it's just a bunch of garbage. And I'm going to address Tiffany's stream from earlier today on my next stream. That's probably going to be at some point tomorrow. Because Tiffany did a stream this morning, and it was good. It was very good. And Tiff, don't be afraid to speak with me. I don't bite. And I still respect you, and I'm not out here to bash you or get you in trouble. I've been nothing but supportive. No, Tiffany did not badmouth me. She ignored me. I went in on my YouTube premium account, and she ignored me. I think she's ignoring me because when she talks about me, the same people that have been coming at me for a while come at her, and they come at her man. So, Tiffany's trying to say, don't talk about my man and this and that. It's all good. I won't talk about anyone. But here's the point. It doesn't matter whether I talk about them or not. It doesn't matter, whether I talk about anyone or not. It matters what other people want to say, independent of what I say. And what matters is what you allow these people to do to you. What matters is, are you allowing them to get to you and trigger you, or can you just ignore it and say, screw it, they're just dumb, they're stupid, like I do, right? That's all. But I'll address you, Tiffany, one more time because Don and I really like you and we respect you. And look, my whole thing is this: when it comes to Tiffany, if I continue to be nice to her and she ignores me, then that's only saying one thing to me. It's saying that maybe she was playing me all along, or secretly playing both sides of the fence. I don't want to think that, Tiff, but I have to think that way because I've been nothing but nice to you and supportive. And all because of how I handled Don's seizure, which, by the way, I heard back from Don's doctor, and she told me that I handled it the right way. And Don's neuro doctor said that it's a good thing you were there. And you handle it the right way by laying her down gently. So, if anyone wants to trash talk me on how I handled that, and if anyone wants to just, if you folks want me to share screenshots of my conversation with Don's doctor, I shouldn't have to do that. Or if you would like to contact Don's doctor and verify that I did things the right way, I'd be happy if you want to email me, and you can contact them if you want. Email me and I'll get you in touch. But they never really cared about the situation. They just wanted to make content out of it. But Tiffany, I think, maybe was one of the few that took it seriously. And I did exactly as the doctors wanted me to do, Tiff. So for you to hold that against me is pretty crappy, right? When I've been nothing but respectful to you, supportive to you. You connected me with your man, which, according to you, I'm not allowed to talk about him on YouTube. I'm not allowed to talk about someone. I'm not allowed to talk about them, right? Even though it's nothing but positive stuff, huh? Thank you, AZ Prod, for moderating the chat. Thanks, brother. We got 35 in the box, 3 thumbs up. No one wants to watch you, Scotty. I'll tell you that right now. No one wants to watch you, Scotty, because you're boring. I'm just going to call it out. I don't care. Call me Coach Drama. I don't care. I'm a coach. If I want to call out stupid shit, I'll call it out as part of my coaching. No one wants to watch you, Scotty, because you're fake like the rest of them. You guys are all fake and phony, fake instigated drama shit disturbers, right? Don and I are real. People have questioned Don and I. We'll get to the topic in a few here because Jenny Sandler suggested this topic regarding should there be, should friends and family members be held accountable? Or should you set boundaries? Should there be boundaries set between friends and family members? I'm waiting for this family to walk because they're walking slowly. They're in my path. I'm going to wait. It's going to be an interesting topic. So Jenny Sandler, let me know if you're here. I'm going to start talking about that probably during lap number 2. During lap number 1, we're going to do a little community news because I'm in the mood to call some people out. I don't care. Screw it, So no one wants to watch you, Scotty, because you're boring. You're going to probably end up rebroadcasting me because you're boring and all of your stuff is fake and phony and fraud-like, right? And you can trash me if you want, Scotty. You can trash me. You want to clip me? You want to make me more famous, Scotty? I'll say your name, say my name, right? Man, this family's walking really slow. So I'm going to wait. She came back. She's back to being a mod. She came back. She never wanted to leave. Jenny Sandler is just like the typical lady. They have their moments. And even men have their moments too, but she has her moments, and then she realizes, hey, like this is the most real group on YouTube, and I want to be a part of it, right? But that's the thing, right? They call me boring. I'm the least boring person out of everyone because I'm raw and real. And here's the thing. People say, oh, people say that, even if Dawn's a little upset at me, she shouldn't react that way to me on the air. How should she react? In a fake way? She reacts realistically, and so do I. We're raw and real. That's why people like us. We're entertaining by default because we're real, right? We're a real couple. And sometimes we have real moments live on the air. But then we kiss and make up like most couples do, right? And it's all good. Right? So, if you want to sit there, Scotty, and talk about Tiffany, talk about all the fake BS you're making up about Tiffany because you're a part of that group that just makes things up, right? It's funny to me, like how many things this group continues to make up. They've been using AI a lot lately to modulate my voice to say things I never said. It's funny to me that they're sorry, the selfie stick keeps tipping. I gotta fix it. These people are using AI to make my voice sound like I said more damning things than I said initially years ago, right? Which is why all of a sudden, now these clips that have been played out for years now have an extended version with me saying more vile things, right? Yet these vile things weren't available to put out years ago. Give me a freaking break. You guys are using AI to generate stuff. It's all phony, and guess what? No one's buying it. AI, artificial intelligence. Coach J, I still see that you're on my nuts. Coach J. It's all good, dude. I'll just call you Coach J, and no one will know who you are. At least new people. You won't get any traction off me. That's why I call you Coach J. And I'll just start calling the other guy Mr. J from the L channel, right? Yeah, that's what we're going to do, right? If you notice, I don't tag these mofos in postings anymore. I'll just type out part of their name. So the people that already know them know who I'm talking about, and you people can't click and go to their channels, right? It's all good. We've learned to play this game a little better nowadays, huh? We've learned to dance this dance a little better, right? But again, let's go back to Scotty. Scotty, you're boring. You are so boring. People are leaving your show, coming here to watch me. So you're going to be forced into a simulcast, which further shows who the real star is. And I'm not trying to say I'm the star, because I'm very humble. But it's going to more so show who people want to watch, right? 44 in the box, 7 thumbs up. Please smash the thumbs up. Please share this out. So yeah, Tiffany, feel free to text me. There's no issues here. Unless you are secretly working for Mr. J from the L channel and you've been playing me all along, I don't see what the problem is, Tiffany. Unless you're getting paid, which I don't think you are, I don't see what the problem is. The only other thing I could think of, Tiffany, because you're not getting back to me behind the scenes, so I got to address you on the front lines. The only other thing I could think of, Tiffany, is, me getting to know your man and being a good dude like he is. I don't know. Maybe it's making you feel like you're pressured to make some decisions maybe you're not ready to make. I don't want to address that any further, Tiff. I really don't want to go any further because I like you and respect you, and I think you're a good person. And I've meant nothing but good things for you. I meant nothing but good wishes for you. I don't know. We'll see what happens, right? It's all good. I'll tell you this about myself, folks. I have no shame. Is that you, Tiff? How you doing? No, Tiff, listen. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. I haven't mentioned his name. I've danced around it. But here's the thing, Tiff. If you're going to sit there and worry about what Mr. J from the L channel thinks about you for the rest of your life, then that's the wrong way to look at it. You got to ignore that dude. And you got to not let that dude get to you. I don't let that dude get to me. I keep going every day. You're a much better person than that. And I have faith in you that you are. You're a much better person than that. So let me ask you this, Tiff. Tiff, hold on. Hold up. Respectfully. Please, give me a chance to speak respectfully, okay? Please. Is that cool, Tiff? I'm not worried about what he thinks about me, but he's not on the platform. Here's the thing. Let me say something here in your defense and in his, okay? First of all, that dude is a very good man. He's a very successful and good man. And I have a lot of respect for him. And he's also a strong man that can ignore this stuff, and that's all he's been doing. Okay? So I really don't think any of what Mr. J from the L channel says affects him or anyone, as long as we don't let it affect us, right? Now, I understand we don't have to mention him ever again. All I'm saying is, Tiff, is that we don't need to sit here and bow down to Mr. J from the L channel. We're much better than that. We've risen above that, right? I'm not. Tiff is right. Stop bringing up her. That's not her husband, Razor Edge. All right, Razor Edge. All right, Razor Edge, I'm going to ban you. Get out of here. I'm not going to sit there and put up with garbage. If you're going to trash me like that, yeah, you're banned, and don't renew your membership at the end of the month. See ya. That's what you want. That's what you're going to get. I'm not here to babysit grown-ass adults that can't tell how supportive I've been because he was being rude, and I wanted to. Because he said, I no longer support your channel, and he said this. He said, Miss Brazy, you're going to be gone. You're going to be gone next. If anyone questions my actions and doesn't let me handle my own business, you're going to go next. That's a warning. The next time somebody says something snarky, you're out of here. Moderator, member, or not. I'm not saying you haven't been supportive to me. All I'm saying is please stop bringing this up. Well, then, Tiffany, here's the thing. You're a public figure on YouTube. So do you not want anyone saying positive things about you? I don't understand this, Tiffany. Tiffany, if you want us to part ways, listen, I can say, look, let's part ways, and I won't talk about you. You don't talk about me. We're done. I'm not going to trash you or anyone. I got nothing bad to say about you. But I don't understand this. I've been nothing but supportive. What is the problem? You guys are afraid of what Mr. J from the L channel thinks. And I'm sick and tired of that dude controlling the entire community. I'm sick and tired of you all letting him control the entire community. If that's how it's going to be, then that's it. I'm not playing that game. I'm done. Well, you're gone. I'm not unhinged. I'm real. You don't like how real I am? Then go to the phony side. I'm not going to put up with this crap. I'm not saying you're saying anything bad about me, Tiff. What I'm saying is this. You are a public figure on YouTube. You run a YouTube channel. That makes you subject to criticism and commentary. And I'm just saying nice things about you. So I don't understand. I don't understand why I'm not entitled to my right to commentary of another public figure in a positive way. Make sense of that for me, and then I can understand it. I will respect your wishes, Tiff. But, I mean, if you're going to put yourself out there publicly, then you are subject to criticism and commentary, right? Just like I was. Just like I am. Just like when all you guys were coming at me years ago. And now all I'm trying to do is be nice. And you guys are saying, oh, don't say anything about me even if it's nice. Don't talk about me even if it's nice. That's fine. He's not a public figure. That's fine. I said a nice thing. I said you got a good man. So I'm not allowed to pay you a compliment and say that you got a good man and you're lucky. And cherish that. So I can't even say a nice thing? For Christ's sake, man, I should retire right now. I should retire right now. Oh my God, if Dawn was hearing this, she'd be like, what the hell? If you're just being nice, babe, that's all she would tell me. That's fine. Okay, listen, I will never mention the guy's name again. Here's my real problem, Tiff. I don't have a problem with you. I have a problem with people fearing Mr. J from the L channel. Crazy comic Karen, I'm let that slide. Don't come in here and try to tell me how to run my shit. I'm here to share my stories. I can handle my own business. This is between myself and Tiffany and anyone else. If they have an issue. All I'm saying is this. What I'm tired of is people fearing Mr. J from the L channel. It's all fake instigated drama. That's all it is. It's fake instigated drama. Go check out that clip I shared from Hot Facts with Robert Reese's channel earlier today on the community wall here, right? With JB and with Always Cherry Pick. Always Cherry Pick nailed it. He actually owned JB Gunner. And it's over with. And if you haven't noticed, that other dude, I'll share more about what he's doing later. I'm going to save that for a different show. Yeah, but you haven't even ignored him, Eli. All I'm saying is when you know that mentioning someone who isn't on the platform turns them into the butt of jokes. CPS? What do you mean CPS? So you're telling me to threaten? Are they threatening you with CPS calls? Because then I'll be real pissed. Are they threatening you? And listen, Tiffany, I'm not going to talk about it again. But I want to know, are they threatening you with CPS calls? Because that's horse shit. Because they did the same thing to Dawn. All they want to do is make content out of it. You are a good mother. Oh, shit. You got to be more clear because that looked like CPS. Oh, when you put CPS, it means it stands for Child Protective Services. Oh, Jesus Christ. You freaked me out. I understand that, Tiff, but here's the thing. I'm not going to say it anymore. What I'm saying is that even if I said nothing, they would still do the same thing. That's what they do. They did that to me for a long time, and you know what? I just kept blocking people, and then I changed my phone to only accept calls from people that I know and block all unknown numbers. Nobody bugs me anymore, right? And I'm sure you can do that too, right? It's all part of being a public figure. I get that. And here's the thing. Before Dawn became a public figure, they were coming at her already anyway. So, I mean, it just goes with the territory of being a public figure and the spouse of the public figure. Okay? But hey, I'll do my part to help you out as best as possible, okay? I will respect your wishes. Give me a second here. No, I have no doubt that Tiff's a good mom. Uh-oh. Oh, the buddy's back. Oh, no. My buddy's back. Luckily, I was looking for the dog. Give me just a second, okay? Got the fire truck coming. They want to make a left turn here. The fire truck. Yeah, they always go down this way. There's always issues down that way for some reason. They're always down that way. Yeah. But Eli, I'm not trying to draw attention to him. He was kind to speak to you, but he's not. But he's being ridiculed. He's not a public figure. He doesn't even have a Facebook. I understand that. I understand that. I totally understand that. That's fine. We will never mention him again. You know, if whatever else needs to be done will be handled behind the scenes. That's fine, Tiff. I get that. I get that. But, you know what's even more sad is you have people that intentionally go after people's spouses like that just for content. They do it because they're being paid to do it. It's so stupid. You know what I mean? I just don't want people kowtowing to Mr. J from the L channel. And I have no problem. I don't want to talk about him, but if I have to, I will. I'm not afraid to. And I'll still do my content in between. I have a topic here I'll be going over in just a little bit, requested by Jenny Sandler. Well, people harass me daily. They harass Dawn daily. They harass you daily. I mean, listen, I know you're trying to protect him. And I get that. And I respect you for that, Tip. But the bottom line is, I'm sure he can take care of himself. And I commend you for standing up for your man. Because Dawn stands up for me all the time. But let me tell you something. When my woman stands up for me, like, I appreciate it, but I don't like it at the same time because I don't need her stressing out. I don't need her stressing out over my stuff. Right? Oh my God, what? What am I saying wrong, Tiff? What am I saying wrong? What am I saying wrong? I'm going to wait for you. I'm just going to shut my mouth. I'm going to do more listening. It's all good. It's all good. You know, in some ways, you're a lot like Dawn, Tiffany. I'm not laughing at you. I'm not. I'm just saying it is what it is, you know? It is what it is. Excuse me, I have no respect for Tiff. Why are you coming in here and saying that? Would you like me to ban you? You're coming into my house and you're saying I have no respect for Tiff? I have a lot of respect for Tiff. I believe in her. My issue is people kowtowing to other people out here on this platform, and that's what fuels them to make more content. People just won't stand up to this BS. They kowtow. You are being condescending about everything I'm saying. I'm giving you very valid reasons why I'm asking you to stop. Condescending? How am I being condescending? It's all good, Tiff. I'm not being condescending. It's all good. I'm being respectful and saying I respect the fact that you stand up for him. Don does the same thing for me. But while I appreciate Dawn standing up for me in situations where people are coming at me, I don't want to burden her with that. So I would prefer that she didn't stand up for me because I don't want her wasting her energy on this dumb shit. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm not being condescending. I'm being honest. That's all. You are a public figure, but listen, I'm going to respect your wishes because I'm choosing to respect your wishes because I think you're a good person. But you are a public figure, just like I am, just like Dawn is. You come out here and you do streams. You use your real name. You've shown your face before. People know who you are. You're a public figure, whether you like it or not, but I'm going to respect you because I think you're a good person, and I want to respect you, so does Dawn. So that's all. We're good. Okay? I'm not going to mention it anymore. It's all good. That's cool, Tiff. Maybe it took me 5 days to get it off my chest because I needed to really figure out what was going on. I mean, the first day things happen, you don't know what's going on, Tiff. Plus, I was on vacation, and my woman had a seizure. So I needed a little time to figure it out. Give me a little break, okay? We're good. Damn, man. Jesus Christ, man. You see, women step all over men that have no balls. And then men like me that have balls, the women go toe-to-toe with me. It's like, it's all good. It's all good. Lots of love, okay? God, Jesus Christ, man. Oh, those were the same hoodlums over there. The ones that threw shit at me last time, right? We've got 77 in the box. I didn't mention anything. Oh, Tiffany, there's a lot of stuff that I didn't mention about that conversation. I'm letting you know there's a lot of private stuff that I'm not putting that out. I mentioned basic stuff out of respect. That's all. I would never, ever, ever put out that private stuff. I would never screw someone like that. Oh, there's a lot more, Tiff. And one day, if we can have a private conversation behind the scenes, I'd be happy to share that with you. Not on YouTube, because I would never do that to you or him. Boy. Everyone left Scotty's boring stream and came here, huh? Oh, man. Give me a second, folks. Hold on. Let me see what's going on here, okay? I'm just wondering how anyone could call you, which you said people should have done instead of calling a wellness check, but you also say you have all no numbers blocked. Well, they could still, the call will still show through, it just won't ring. It'll silence the call. So people would have been able to get through. And they'd be able to leave a voice message, and I could call them back. So what happens is, when you choose to not accept numbers from unknown numbers, the call still comes through, but it's silent, and it doesn't overtake your phone. Also, right now while I'm live on the air, I have Do Not Disturb mode on, so only certain people I allow through the Do Not Disturb list can penetrate through. The call will still go through. You can still leave a voice message. You could still text me. Don't sit there and try to find an excuse. You guys could have called me instead. You guys could have called me instead of calling this wellness check on Don. It was bullshit. It was, and you all know it. How you doing, Sandra? AZ Prod? Patty? No, I know, Tiff. Tiff, listen. Let me say this one more time. I know you're a strong, independent woman. I get that. Dawn's the same way, right? I respect that about you. I'm not going to talk about it anymore. All I'm saying is I like both you and Jeff. I like you folks as real people outside of YouTube. Do you comprehend? If you could tell me you comprehend that, Tiffany, then you'll never hear me say his name again. Only if we talk behind the scenes. Tiffany, do you comprehend that, please? I was going to get to that, Tiff. Are you feeling better? Tiffany, I know you comprehend that, but Tiffany, I got to have a little fun here. We got to make this a little fun, right? We can't be too serious about everything, right? I'm trying to lighten the mood a little bit. God, man, you think I'm trying to sound condescending by saying that it's just a funny thing, a little playful banter. That's all it is. I know you're smart, Tiff. If you weren't smart, Tiff, if I thought you were stupid, you wouldn't even be here, let alone have a mod wrench. Do you understand that? God, man. I thought Dawn was hard getting through to. Damn, Tiff. Jesus, you and Dawn. God. You know, if I was like a polygamist and you and Dawn were both my wives, I'd be dead. I don't know how I'd survive that. I don't know how I would survive that. No disrespect. Holy Jesus Christ, man. Whoo! I know you're not being combative with me, Tiff. I like who you are, so does Dawn. I'm not challenging you. I'm trying to tell you in different words I respect you and I agree with what you're saying. It's all good. Man, this is good stuff. Oh, man. Are you doing better, Tiffany? Are you doing better? Are you feeling better? Dawn's feeling better, too. Yeah, that's cool. I know you're not upset anymore. It's all good. If you want me to stay away from your channel for a little while, Tiff, to let the air clear, you let me know. I'll stay away. I'll listen, I just won't chat, okay? But at some point down the road, I think there's some great content we can create. Just like you said on your show today, Tiff. I'm almost halfway done through this walk. I got to get to the topic. And it won't take too long to discuss. But we're going to be talking about, should boundaries be set with friends and family members? Should boundaries be set between friends and family members? Eli, I'm very straightforward. If I did, I would say, I know, Tiff, and so am I. It's all good. Tiffany, listen. Can we have a little fun at the same time as we run these shows? It doesn't always have to be serious. I know you have a fun, playful side within you, right? Right? That's all, Tiffany. It's all. I'm just trying to bring out your fun and playful side. How's that? Is that cool? How you doing, Sandra? What's going on? Give me a second. I'll be right back. All right, we're back. We're back. We're back. Jenny Sandler, hi, Eli. Sorry. You know what, Jenny? I'm glad you're here. I have not started talking about the topic yet. I will in about 5 minutes. So glad that you could make it here. We got 70 in the box. 11 thumbs up. Please smash the thumbs up. Please share this out. See, Jenny, I care about the people that have been around for a while, right? You see, I got on your topic almost right away, huh? How you doing, Jenny? How are you and the family doing? How's your husband doing? And your kids? So, Tiffany, it's all good, right? Tiffany, let me know. Do you want me to just stay away from your channel for a little bit? Like maybe for a few days or a week and let the air clear? I'll still listen, but I just won't chat. Oh boy, Eli, everything is fine. Okay, okay, I'm just asking. Jesus Christ, man. I'm just asking. It's all good. I'm being respectful, Tiffany. Is there something wrong with being respectful? Or am I being too overly nice and it's annoying you, right? Just like Dawn, when I get overly nice because I care about her and I just, want to protect her from all evil. And I'm too nice. So you're being too nice. Okay, well, do you want me to be an asshole then instead or what? I don't understand, right? I'm not being overly nice to the point of where I'm a sissy, but when I love people and care for people, I love and care for people very much. I'm not saying anything is wrong. You're fishing for an argument. I'm not fishing for an I'm going to stop right there. I'm going to stop right there. I'm not fishing for an argument. I don't argue women, Tiff. It's not worth arguing women. There's no point to it, and the woman will win every time. So I'm going to give you that. I'm going to give you the win by default, Tiff, okay? I'm not trying to argue anyone. I'm giving you the win, okay? We're good. I could talk all night and all day. That's the one thing that Dawn isn't really too fond of because I never shut my mouth. But that's all good. That's why I'm good for YouTube, right? Never a dull moment around here, right? Hey, James, we got 69 in the box. 69 in the box. You know 6'9"? Making it rain with 69 in the box. 6'9". Eli said 6'9". How you doing, Patty? Okay, win by default. Tiffany, women always win arguments by default. It doesn't matter, even if a man is right. If you argue a woman, you automatically lose as a man. That's the truth of the matter, Tiff. It's not a masculine thing to argue a woman for any reason. The man's supposed to be the rock, cool, calm, and collected, emotionally strong, emotionally secure, right? Emotionally stable, right? And emotionally intelligent, right? The problem with men nowadays, they lack emotional intelligence, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, ladies. Do you feel that many men nowadays lack emotional intelligence, emotional maturity, etc., right? My grandfather used to say, the man must always yield the woman. Of course, your grandfather's a smart man. Dawn was cracking me up on the ride home because she called me out. She was pissed. She thought I was cutting her off. I wasn't trying to cut her off, but hey, it's not what I feel that matters, it's how she feels what matters. Even if I know I'm not cutting her off, if she thinks I'm cutting her off, I got to understand that that's just how she feels. With women, what matters the most is how they fucking feel. Every single moment, in the present moment. That's what makes Dawn and I raw and real. That's not, we don't practice that stuff. We just go live on the fly. You're getting the real deal. There's no script there. We're not getting paid like these people think. We're not getting paid a damn dime. Oh, now James is back with the simulcast again. James wants a piece of this now. Oh, now the numbers are going down, so he wants a piece of it. Oh, good. Goody, goody gumdrops. It's all good. Goody, goody gumdrops. But if she continues to feel that way, that means you aren't considering her. Well, no, Tiff, I always consider my woman's feelings, wants, and needs. But we have a different communication style. And sometimes she reacts because something else is affecting her. But listen, I don't argue my woman. How she feels is important to me. And all I want to do is make her life easy. And if she has something to say, I want to give her the floor to say it. That stream we did yesterday, what was it? No, it was 2 days ago, right? It was yesterday. That stream that we did yesterday on the way back, okay? It was her idea. I didn't even want to stream on the way back. I wanted to spend time with her. She just had a seizure the day before, but she was feeling good, and she wanted to do it because she wanted to stand up for me, and she wanted to also let people know everything was handled properly. I'm like, you sure, babe? Whatever you want, it's all good. I love to stream whenever, but even I didn't want to stream. I didn't want to stream on the way back. I just wanted to chill, and she wanted to stream, so I'm like, okay, let's do it. Tiffany, I understand that women want to be heard and understood, right, Tiff? I get that. Women want to be heard and understood. Okay? I get that. You're right about that. You're absolutely right. I'll get to the topic here by the third lap. We're on lap number 2. I understand how important it is for women to be heard and understood, right? At the same time, though, sometimes women make mistakes too. And if good, strong men don't call their woman out on their mistakes, then the woman will not respect the man. If he doesn't stand up for what he believes in. But if the woman's just having a moment, no big deal. It's cool. We can just listen and understand. I get that. It's one thing to listen to a woman and be understanding. It's another thing to call her out on bullshit. Those are two different things. But I respect what you're saying, Tiff. I really do. That's why I think you'd make a good life coach. I even told you that. But you even changed your name back. There's no, what happened to Life Coach Tiff Tiff? Life Coach Tiff Tiff went out of business 2 days after she went in business. You know what you're talking about. You know exactly what you're talking about. You're good at this. Yeah, no worries, Jenny. Catch the replay. No one ever said you're trying to coach anyone. What I'm saying, Tiffany, is that you understand these life's principles at the level of a coach. Whether you want to be a coach or not, that's up to you. I'm trying to pay you a compliment. You understand this stuff. I can't even take my own advice. Oh, well, I'll have to agree with you on that, man. Oh, God. You know, when Dawn is that honest with me, Tiff, when you call bullshit on yourself, Tiffany, like every now and then when Dawn calls bullshit on herself, that turns me on the most about Dawn. I love when a woman owns her shit because I'm like, yeah, you know what? Now I'm turned on because my woman's being real, right? That's the funniest shit I've heard, Tiff. Thank you for making me laugh. That was good shit. That was the funniest part of the show. I can't even take my own advice. Well, you give good advice. And I'm sure you take your own advice when you want. But we all have our moments. I get it, right? It's all good. Yeah, I'm not going to sue anyone. Here's the thing. I'm not looking to sue anyone. The thing is this. Dawn and I decided we're going to let this slide. But if another wellness call is made ever again, at that point, we will get the FOIA call information. And then at that point, we will seek legal action against that person and anyone else involved. So, you know, that's it. It's all good. We're letting this one slide. Because right now, I don't want to deal with anything legal. And I hope to never have to deal with anything legal again. But if it happens one more time, then, yeah, we're getting the FOIA information, Freedom of Information Act. The Freedom of Information Act allows you to get information from 911 calls. We'll get the FOIA information, and then we'll move from there. So we're giving people one final chance. Let's see if they change their ways. Well, ODN, probably will get the FOIA information on that. Thank you, and I'll keep it just in case. Yeah. But here's the thing, ODN. In a small town area, a small county, like where my girlfriend's parents live, I don't know how good their technology is. It's probably okay, but I don't know how good they're going to be at getting me that info. But yeah, I'll request it. I'll request it, but I won't do anything with it. I'll keep it as a backup. ODN, listen, thank you. I want to thank you, brother. Listen, dude. I know it's been hard. I know it's been hard to believe that Don and I are not getting paid. We're not getting paid one bit. We are not involved with them one bit. If you've noticed, ODN, the little guy got his channel monetized. Somebody actually opened up a Google AdSense account under their name, and he attached that channel to it because he's been banned. And so he's semi-monetized with fan funding because he's under 1,000 subs. He doesn't have the full-blown monetization with ads. But it's funny. He put all of his streams to private or deleted them. He probably deleted them because he doesn't want to get removed from the YouTube Partner Program while circumventing for reused content. It's a smart move. I don't think it's going to save him, but he may last a little longer because of that. And earlier, before I went live, I tuned into parts of his stream. I skimmed through it. I wasn't watching the whole thing. He didn't even use any of my content. And I'm sitting here and thinking to myself, why does he not want to play any of my content? Oh, then I went to his lives. They're all not there anymore. He doesn't want to get shut down for reused content. Hey, Eli. I'm sorry I've been judgmental regarding you and your situation. It's just so upsetting seeing these people go real life on you and your wife. Yeah, well, she'll be my wife, girlfriend, same thing. Now, ODN, listen. No sweat, dude. Listen, ODN. I understand why you feel that way, bro. I've always understood how it appears. But here's the thing, dude. If I had the money that people think I've been making from all this, I wouldn't be worried about paying for stuff, man. I've had a lot of unexpected expenses lately. So, I mean, if I actually was getting paid, then I wouldn't have been as worried. I mean, don't get me wrong. You know, Don and I find a way to make things happen. I find a way to pay for things if I have to do a side gig or whatever. But at the end of the day, I understand. Eli, I would just not advertise anything like that in the future for Don's sake. Yeah, Tiffany, I understand where you're coming from regarding that, but here's the thing. The reason why Don and I shared those things is because we want to share with people how we handle these situations. We want to be the example. I think next time, if there is another seizure down the road, I think I will wait like 4 or 5 days before mentioning something. So I understand. The reason why I had to say something is because Don and I had planned to go live literally an hour before the seizure happened. An hour after the seizure happened. We had planned to go live an hour after the seizure happened. People knew about it. So if I didn't come out and say something, then people will be like, oh, Eli's in the mountains with Don. Don is nowhere to be found. You know what they would do, right? So I had to do that. You understand? I get how these people work. But I also get what you're saying, okay? We just have to find the right balance, and I get it. I totally get it. We're still holding on to 52 in the box, 14 thumbs up. Please smash the thumbs up. Please share this out. So I want to talk about the topic here, episode number 726 of Walking with Purpose Live. And give me a second here. Give me a second. It sounded like a petit mal seizure from the time. All you can do is put the patient on their side in case of committing, protect, head, and be supportive. You did the right thing, Eli. Yeah, well, you missed first part of the show, Patty, so I'll tell you here. I messaged Dawn's doctors, her primary care physician, and the neurologist doctor, the specialist that we're going to go see in a couple of weeks. And she told me, the neuro doctor told me I did the right thing. And the neuro doctor told me to increase her, anti-seizure medication a little bit. So I've already done that, and it's all good. So we've actually increased Dawn's seizure medication a few times. So we're trying, what the doctors are trying to do is find the right amount of medication that's going to control it better, right? Okay, unfortunately, it takes time to evaluate it, right? And you have to go 6 months without having a seizure to be even considered clear. You have to go 6 months without a seizure. Dawn has not done that. She has not gone 6 months without a seizure in the last 2 years. So we're looking to see, is this something that's going to be happening no matter what we do, or is this something we can figure out and control? So we got to figure it out. We're figuring it out. But I get what you're saying, Patty, and thank you. Thank you for being supportive and understanding. Kayla Owen Tiff, have you noticed lately that I am not 71? I want to curse so freaking much right now about this chick. I've read her comments, but unlike her, I don't flip that fast. I don't even know who 71 is. I could care less. 71. That's a number to me. Holy smokes. So we're going to talk about should we hold friends and family accountable? Should we hold friends and family accountable? Or should we set boundaries with friends and family? I'm flipping my marbles. Should we set boundaries with friends and family? It's a topic that Jenny wanted me to discuss more primarily regarding family, but friends are involved in this too. And here's my thoughts about it, okay? I think the only people that we should hold accountable are kids while they're growing up. Once they turn 18, or when they get out of the house, they're an adult, there's no need to hold them accountable anymore. They have to learn on their own, right? Not accountable. Hold on a second. Should we set boundaries? I used the wrong word. I'm sorry. Should we set boundaries with friends and family? Okay? We should set boundaries for our kids until they're of legal age or until they leave the house. And then after that, they're adults, they're on their own. But here's the thing. If you have to set boundaries, like let me give you the perfect example. Like Dawn's daughter has set boundaries with Dawn, her mother, and that really pisses me off because she's being disrespectful to her mother. Now, it's her daughter's choice whether she wants to talk with Dawn, myself, or Dawn's side of the family. Okay? But I don't think boundaries need to be set with grown-ass adults, even with family members. I think what needs to happen is, for example, in the case with, the perfect example is Dawn and her daughter. What Dawn needs to do is just walk away and say, okay, this is what you want. I won't bug you. Enjoy your life. Love you. I'll miss you, but you know what? Love you, right? No, Tiffany. Hold on a second. Hold on a second, Tiff. Let me finish my argument here, my statement, okay? If you're trying to hold your own mother, if you're setting boundaries on your mother that gave you birth, that's the most disrespectful thing I could ever hear. That is some fucking nerve, in my opinion, right? Certain boundaries are healthy, but some people set boundaries as a control mechanism, okay? And I think amongst family members, okay, amongst grown adult family members, not including kids, if the kids are still underage and you're raising them, you have to set boundaries to teach them responsibility. But for grown-ass adults, they should already know boundaries. And if they don't, then the best thing to do is to walk away from those people. Okay? Boundaries should be automatic as a grown adult, especially amongst family members. And if family members are being disrespectful to boundaries, you have to walk away from that family member and teach them a lesson and let them learn by you just walking away. Because the strongest negotiating position is walking away and meaning it. When you walk away, you say, hey, you know what? You made your choice. You're not being a reasonable grown adult, so I'm going to walk away until you realize what you've done and come back with a much more positive and mature attitude, right? You understand what I'm saying? If we don't handle it that way, then all we're doing is continuing to enable the piss poor behavior. I love my mom. I'm here for my mom. I'm not here to be her dumping box and toxic plaything with other family. And guess what? After a few years, we're what? I don't understand. Can you be more clear, Tiffany? We no longer have issues because she knows my boundaries. Yeah, but Tiffany, here's the thing. Tiffany, that's your mother. You have a kid yourself, right? You love your kid more than anything, right? And if your kid tried to set boundaries on you and wanted to stay away from you, how would that make you feel? You got to put yourself in your mother's shoes, Tiff. That's all I'm saying. Respectfully, right? I understand that, Tiff, but she's still your mom. You know what? Dawn used to struggle with alcohol. Not as much anymore. She has a few drinks every now and then, like a beer. But you want to know something? Here's the funny thing. There were people in Dawn's family that were concerned about her alcoholism. And she never really even drank that much. The people that were concerned with her being an alcoholic were more of an alcoholic than she is. Like I'm not going to mention which family members, but there were other family members that drink more than Dawn ever has. Of course, and I'm using a real life example because that's what Dawn and I do. And we choose to do that. And if you want to scrutinize us for that, I don't care. If Pipsqueak wants to make content out of it, I don't care. I'm here to be real with you guys, and so is Dawn. I respect the fact you're being general, Sandra. I respect that. But Dawn and I are real. This is what we do. We want to be real with you folks, no matter what. No matter what. Even if Pipsqueak wants to talk about us all day, every day. Dawn is being understanding. The bottom line is, her daughter shouldn't have to set boundaries. But if her daughter is going to do that, then all Dawn has to do is walk away. And that's what Dawn's done. It's been hard, but she's walked away. Right? Let me tell you something. I would never, ever, ever disrespect my parents at that level, no matter what I felt. There are times where I wasn't happy with my parents, but I would never disown them and I would never disrespect them, especially as a 29-year-old grown adult. A 29-year-old grown-ass adult, Tiffany, should know a whole hell of a lot better than to treat their mom that way or to treat their parents that way. And that's just because in this world nowadays, we've raised these kids to the point of where we gave them what we didn't have, and we didn't realize we were spoiling them and entitling them to this bullshit, to the way that they're behaving nowadays. We created the monsters, right? Got to put yourself in the other person's shoes, Tiffany, because you have a child too, and the last thing you ever want is for your child to disown you, right? How would you feel if your child disowned you? I'm curious. I know you're a good mother, Tiff. And Dawn was a good mother too. She did what she could with what she had. But she didn't have the best support. She didn't have the best support from her husband's side of the family. They were opposite. I hope Dawn can repair her relationship with her daughter. I do too, AZ Prod. AZ Prod, when I was talking, I'm not going to share everything I shared, only the stuff that I can't share. But I was talking with Dawn's dad and Dawn's mom. And even Dawn's dad was like, yeah, this isn't cool. But all we can do is just walk away and wait for her to come back. Like Dawn's dad, that dude is an awesome dude. Like that dude, I could hang out with that guy for a week straight. We could sit there on the porch and drink beer. He doesn't drink anymore. Dawn's mom and Dawn's dad, they don't drink anymore. They used to socially drink, but now they don't even drink anymore. They're in their late 60s. But I could sit there on the porch, get some cigars, and have some beers or whatever, right? And I could sit there and talk with Dawn's dad for a week straight and not get bored, right? Dawn's dad and I were talking over the weekend, and then Dawn and her mom were like, "Are you going to include us in your conversation?" Well, we are. You're bored. You don't want to talk about what we want to talk about. We're talking about manly stuff, right? You're not blocked, excuse me, Al. Excuse me, Al, were you the one that made the phone call? How are you not blocked? You don't need to explain anything. You can explain it right here. Just explain it publicly, because I'm going to go home and spend time with Dawn. I'm not going to be responding to emails. Excuse me out. Can somebody verify if that's the real her that knows her account? Well, excuse me out. Are you here to, you're the one that made the call, right? Are you saying, if that's even the real her, I can't even verify it's her. I can't verify people from mobile. I need a mod to do that. And then again, I don't think Excuse Me Out has a real channel, but she probably has a bunch of subs since she's been around for a while. So can somebody go to channel for Excuse Me Out and let me know how many subs she has and when her channel was created? Can somebody verify that account, please? We're on the third and final lap. Maybe she wants to say it privately? Well, I mean, whatever. What's the difference going to be? If she says something to me privately, why would she want to say it privately? I mean, if it's not something too personal, then I probably would talk about it publicly to clear the air. So why not put it out there publicly right now and get it over with? Like, I don't like to hide stuff. Let's put it all out there or not talk about it at all. I did make a call. I do feel like other people called too, but regardless, there was no malice. Listen, Excuse Me Out. I'm going to tell you this right now. I'm not going to hold it against you. I'm a very forgiving man. If that's the real, can somebody verify our channel? Let me know how many subs there are and when the channel was created by going to the About section. Can a moderator please verify that channel before I feel like I'm talking to a sock account? Okay, so it's her. So here's the thing. I'm not going to hold that against you because I honestly think that you were incited to do that on behalf of Mr. J from the L channel, you know, the Legion, right? And you do know, Excuse Me Out, that channel is store-bought and paid for by a sponsor. And the only reason why they keep talking about me is because it's profitable, because they're being sponsored to do it, right? And if you don't go along with the agenda over there, you're going to be removed, right? LOL, I have 51 subs. Congratulations for not having any content. That's not bad. It's all good. Excuse me, Al. Okay? But here's the thing. Here's the thing. Nobody from my community here, not one person from my community here felt that anything I said warranted a 911 call, warranted a wellness check. You guys did that on behalf of Jamie. I forgive you, Excuse Me Out, and I'm sure Don will too. I appreciate you owning it. I understand that. I don't know who Excuse Me Out is. Do you know her real name? Have you seen her face? Because as far as I'm concerned, she's a kitty cat, Tiffany. If you know her real name and you've seen her face, and she's more than just a kitty cat, then it's all good. I understand what you're saying, Excuse Me Out. I'm not a dumb shit, okay? I get what you ladies are saying, right? What I'm trying to get through to everyone is that when you're a part of a group like the group you're a part of, Tiffany used to be a part of that group. You feel obligated to do certain things you don't want to do. Even Tiffany used to do those things back in those days because she felt obligated, right? And then she realized, I don't want to be used as a patsy anymore, so I'm out of here, right? I needed this walk today. 3 3/4 miles. It's 1.25 miles around the park. 74 minutes, an hour and 14 minutes. This feels great. I feel really good today. Got Togo sandwiches for Dawn and I for dinner tonight. And then I also got her a soup for lunch from Togo's, like a broccoli cheddar soup. She loved it. She gobbled it up before I came out here. Excuse me, are you really going to let him think Jamie made you do this? I was more concerned about you saying that Dawn couldn't swallow and was dehydrated, and she seemed confused because she yelled out she didn't want to do it. My gut was screaming about it. Well, you got to understand one thing. When people have a seizure, okay, for the rest of that day at least, they're going to be jittery. They're going to be shaky. You got to lay them in bed and they have to rest. And Dawn also has night terrors, okay? So, yeah, I'm doing a live stream. I'm poking my head in the door. I'm outside of our little, the garage has a little apartment on Dawn's parents' property. I'm outside. I'm poking my head every now and then to make sure that my woman's okay. And the one or two times I poke my head in, she has terrors, and the microphone picked it up. And I knew you folks heard these things. I knew you folks were going to take it out of context, right? I knew it. I just knew it. Next thing you know, the sheriff shows up, very nice lady. And she knew it was horse shit, but she had to take the call. She came there, checked everything out, everything's all good, but we got Dawn rehydrated. That's what we're supposed to do. We gave her plenty of cold water. I went to the store, got her some Gatorlyte with electrolytes. She loves that electrolyte stuff. And it's rapid rehydration. And she was rehydrated. You folks saw her the next day. So obviously, myself and her parents did the right thing. But I get it. It's all good. Excuse me, I appreciate you owning this. But what I also do want to know, be honest, because you're really here. Were you incited by the Legion to do this, by James? I'm not going to hold James accountable. I'm not going to go after anyone. All I want for people to do is to own up to what they did. Do you feel you were incited, at least a little bit, by James and the Legion to do this? How could giving her water work when you said she couldn't swallow? No, she can swallow, but at times it's difficult to swallow. See, you folks don't listen very carefully. She has difficulty swallowing at times in general, even when she's not seizing. So she's got to drink water slowly, which she does. No, she's had issues swallowing in general at times. She has a lot of nausea and stuff, and we're getting her the right help. So this is the thing. No disrespect. I get you were probably massively confused. There's a lot of stuff that Dawn and I talk about health-wise between my health and her health, and it gets very confusing. And if you're not paying very close attention to it in the right context, I can see how you would take it out of context. Right? I get that. It's all good. I get it. Listen, we forgive you. I appreciate you being honest about it. Listen, we've gotten every test. We've had barium swallow tests. We've had every test known to man and womankind. And everyone is saying that Dawn is healthy. So now we're seeing a GI doctor. Gastrointestinal. I can't even pronounce that word. The GI doctor. That's the final doctor to see. But we've already handled this. We've already been to these doctors with barium swallow tests and other tests for the throat. Excuse me out. That's not what you said, to be fair, Eli. I don't doubt you care, and I know even from a person in healthcare, it's very hard to be objective when it's about a loved one. Well, maybe you guys misperceived what I said. Because I would never say something that wasn't meant to be said in the way it was said. And in no way, shape, or form was I trying to come off like Dawn seriously needed care and I wasn't willing to give it to her. You guys chose to perceive it, excuse me, Al, the way you chose to perceive it. You guys chose to perceive it that way, and I guess everyone's perception is different, right? I understand. Kayla, please don't block me, hon. I'm just too emotional right now. For once, I haven't been drinking, and I'm done with people hurting. So what do you mean by that? Why would I block you? And flex, what is that, Tiff? I don't know that word. Thank you, Tiff. Seriously, I've never called a welfare check in my life and just felt like I wanted to take. The conscious is she doesn't look healthy, Eli. Well, you know what? Yeah, if you really think she's looking worse and not getting better, I'm gonna remove you because you're trolling and you're not a real count. I'm sorry. She is doing a lot better than she was. The only reason why she's lost weight is because of the swallowing thing. It's hard for her to eat at times. So I'm trying to get her softer foods, and we're working on that. And she actually gained 2 pounds in the last 5 days, 5 to 7 days. So what we're doing is working. She ate a lot at her parents' place this weekend, and she's been eating a lot since she came back. And I'm finding different drinks that she likes, that her taste buds like, that keep her hydrated. We've got Smart Water. I've got cases of Smart Water I got on sale, on special. We've got like 96 bottles of 1 liter Smart Water. I've got 2 12-packs of Gator Light, Glacier Freeze. Coming tomorrow, it's rapid rehydration with electrolytes. Dawn loves that. I got that for her while we were up in Tahoe. Not Tahoe, her parents' area. It's nowhere near Tahoe. While we were on vacation at her parents' place. And I got a bunch of bottles up there and brought some home, and Dawn's been drinking. That's been keeping her hydrated. So, yeah. You know, just because sometimes people have a few setbacks doesn't mean that they're not getting better. Like when it comes to the seizure stuff and all that, we've made progress in finding out what's causing them and how to control them better by increasing the medication and getting a better diet for her and keeping her hydrated. Eli, with all due respect, Dawn should be on thickened liquids if she's having problems. Yeah, no, she does take thicker liquids. Like, you know, we give her Ensure Complete, 350 calories. And she also, I also have some weight gainer shake for her that I ran by her doctors. Ensure is something that's very thick. But she also needs to be hydrated with water and with even some of the electrolyte sport drinks like Gator Light. It's a version of Gatorade. It's rapid rehydration. Yeah, I get what you're saying. I totally understand what you're saying. I appreciate it. I appreciate you, sharing your your nursing experience here, and that means a lot. And Dawn gets it. Dawn knows. She was a nurse too. She gets it. It's not that she doesn't want to eat or drink. Sometimes it's just hard, and we're trying to figure it out. But yeah, the last several days, I've found some new things that she enjoys. Her taste buds like it, and it's been going down, and she's been staying hydrated, and she's been eating well, and she's gained a few pounds. And she, you folks saw her in the live stream on the way back yesterday, a day after the seizure, that she was doing well. But thank you for your concern. I appreciate it, everyone. I do. Anything to keep the electrolytes in balance. Yeah, you're right, Patty. Patty, thank you. I got to say this, Patty. Patty, I got to say this. I love everyone, and we love everyone regardless. But Patty, you and Tia, are two of the nicest ladies that I've ever come across. You ladies are so compassionate. And you ladies are not judgmental. And you ladies can see between all the BS. And I again, we love everyone, but Tia and Patty, like, and I'm not saying this because you ladies have donated. It's not about the money. It's about, the type of people you are. You're very intuitive, reasonable, kind, understanding, and you can smell bullshit a mile away, right? And I appreciate the both of you. I appreciate everyone, but Patty and Tia, you two stand out with your support. It not only has been supportive for Dawn, it's been supportive for me, Patty. Listen, it means a lot to me because honestly, like, look, I love Dawn, and I love helping Dawn. I love helping people in general. I love my woman, right? Eli, you can get a bullet blender. I have a magic bullet and blend up food. Yeah, no, we have frozen fruit and bananas. No, I make her smoothies too. You're talking about smoothies, right? Yeah, no, listen, I make her smoothies, but sometimes she can eat them, sometimes she can't. It just depends on how she's feeling that day. But yeah, you're right about that. You're right. Something called Thicket. You can get it at the pharmacy. See if Dawn will like that to help her gain weight. Yeah, I've got weight gainer that I got from Amazon. It's something that her doctors suggested me to get. You basically put 4 scoops of the chocolate shake, and then you use 2.5 cups. Um, you use 2.5 cups of vitamin D milk, and it's 800 calories. And Dawn likes that. But she hasn't been able to drink that for the last 4 or 5 days, and we're gonna get her back on that tomorrow. But I'll check that out. Thank you for the advice there. Yeah, absolutely. 87 minutes, an hour and 27 minutes. 55 in the box, 17 thumbs up. You're welcome. Like, yeah, of course. Of course. Thank you. No, seriously. I really appreciate you folks being reasonable. I'm going to be doing another stream because there's another update to all the BS. I think it's about to change, but this is something I need to do from the studio. And I only want to do this because, there are a lot of people over here now that know the whole backstory, that have been a part of the backstory, that have been a part of a former group that used to, that has been coming at me and this and that, right? And I just feel like I need to keep you folks up to date because I think things are about to change. I think things are about to change, and I think finally, a lot of people are going to move on from the rebroadcasts and Eli content. What I saw earlier today says a lot, and I'll talk more about that on my next in-studio stream. I don't know when that'll be. I don't know if it'll be late night tonight. I don't know if it'll be tomorrow morning or tomorrow some point or the next day, but over the next few days at some point. Got some more to say about that. But as far as setting boundaries with friends and family, I'll wrap up by saying this, okay? If you have to set boundaries with other family members that are grown-ass adults, then there's a bigger issue overall, right? There's a bigger issue overall where the person that's trying to place boundaries on you, another family member, is just lacking to understand. Just like I feel in the case of Dawn's daughter. I think a lot of her behavior has to do with the fact that, the way she was raised was everything handed to her on a silver platter because, I don't want to get too far into it, but the people that raised her gave her everything they felt that that they didn't have or that they didn't give their own kids, right? I don't want to get too far into it, okay? I don't want to upset anybody. The truth of the matter is, this monster was created, by other people that raised her, not just Dawn. And they did it with the right intentions. I say this respectfully. They did it with the right intentions. But they didn't realize how it was going to affect the entitlement and, enabling this piss poor behavior. So in this situation, for, Dawn's daughter to be holding her, for trying to set boundaries with her mother, I think it's disrespectful. I think that the right thing to do is, if you're unhappy, just share how unhappy you are and say you need a little bit of space, right? And then Dawn should give her space. And then her kid down the road in a reasonable amount of time should come back and say, hey, look, I'm sorry, let's work this out, right? But that's not what's happened. That's not what's happened. So in this situation, the best thing to do for Dawn is to walk away, and that's what she's done. It eats her alive. She loves her daughter. Google, those millennial kids need to learn how to respect their elders. That's true. It's true. Well, the thing is, we tried to raise those millennials, and we tried to give them what our parents didn't give us, right? Right? And so, what ends up happening is, you spoil the shit out of them, and it basically entitles them to the point of where they feel that they're entitled to everything because they've never had to earn anything on their own, and they've never been told no. They've never learned responsibility. Right? Does her daughter live in the area? Yeah, her daughter lives about 2 hours from us, not that far. Additionally, another part of the problem is her daughter's husband is, no disrespect, is not the strongest man. Like, Dawn's daughter wears the pants in that relationship. So it's like, until that dude grows some balls and stands up to his wife, like, not be rude, but look, if you're a weak man, a woman's not going to respect you, and she's going to control you and control everything. You need to be on the same level, I was talking about this with Dawn's dad, and I told Dawn's dad this. I said, sir, I said, if I was a weak man, your daughter would eat me alive. He starts laughing. Right? And he goes, the same thing with my wife, but I love her. But she's strong. They're strong. Yeah, of course. We get it. Women are strong nowadays. We get what's going on, right? It's one thing to be nice to a woman. It's another thing to kowtow everything, right? So that's part of the problem there, is that, if you're a weak man in that situation, no disrespect, you're furthering the enablement of that piss poor behavior. No one's holding her accountable. If no one's ever held you accountable for something in your life, then you're going to keep getting away with anything you want, right? And everything you want, right? It just makes sense. Love me or hate me, it's the truth, right? Just a suggestion, if Dawn reached out with a birthday card. Nope, we've tried that. We sent her a patio gift for her birthday. We spent lots of money. She sent that gift back. It pissed me off. I'm like, what the hell? Like, and here's the thing. Here's the thing what this girl doesn't realize is that one day she doesn't own any property. Like, my brother and I, we've bought into the family estate. So my brother and I, we're buying into the family estate. We're going to have homes, right? But her and her man, they've got nothing. They're renting, right? One day, there's no one to hand down the family estate to on our end here with the Melas family. It could be Ashley. It could be Dawn's daughter, right? One day, one of these homes could be hers, right? But you think she's going to get one if she's treating us like this? One day, she's going to need something. They're going to all need something, and guess what? Guess what? We're going to be right there. Going to be like, whoa, so what makes you feel you deserve this? I think you owe someone a big apology, right? Because now you want a house because you can't afford to live out here anymore, right? Now you want a house, right? Listen, they're going to want something one day. Dog, that's sad. I don't know what boundaries were given to comment. If she's never held accountable, it makes sense she's getting with a weak man. Of course. She chose a weak man because no strong man's going to put up with that shit. That's exactly what that dude, you hit the nail on the head, Google soccer account. That's the truth of the matter. Look, any strong man is not going to put up with a woman that's trying to act like that, like she's entitled. No decent dude like myself would ever put up with that shit, right? Only a weak beta male that can't get a woman will do that. And then she has to settle for the beta male because she can control the beta male and she can't get an alpha male, right? Well, one day that dude's going to flip out. One day that dude's going to look down and say, I've got some nuts down here. I'm tired of this shit. He's going to call her out. It's inevitable. It's going to happen. No doubt about it. It's going to happen. Like when some parents withhold the other from seeing their children. You're right, Sandra. That's not right. That's absolutely not right. Google, you nailed it, man. I think you're a dude, right? But here's the thing, Google. Also, women do not respect beta males. She'll be with the beta male provider, and I'll tell you, 5 to 10 years from now, when she loses all respect for him being beta, unless he mans up, she's going to go bang some other dude and leave him, right? And then take half his money. That's what's going to happen. And I'm not trying to trash talk anyone. I love Dawn. I love her family. But this behavior is asinine. It is, and I'm tired of it. I've had to put up with it for 2.5 years. I've had to keep my mouth shut, right? I love my woman. She does not deserve any of this. And it's hurting her. And if something hurts my woman, I'm going to fight for it. I'm going to fight for her. Kayla said, Santa Palacio. My hiney never got hurt. It was my legs. Me and my mama. My sister was fine, though. I actually thought of you when I jumped on. No joke, girl. Okay, Kayla, now you know why cowboys walk like they do. That's funny, Sandra. They got that saddle walk, whatever they call it, right? The crotch issue, right? Yeah, you nailed it, Google. You nailed it. Here's the thing. Listen, I love my family. I love Dawn's family. And actually, I don't hate her daughter. I don't. I just don't like her piss poor behavior. And until the entire family cuts her off, here's the thing. What needs to happen is her entire family, like now Dawn's side of the family they're fed up. They're like, whatever, okay? They love her, but they're gonna let her figure it out on her own. They're not gonna feed into it anymore. But the other side of the family, they're still giving her everything. And everyone needs to walk away. What they need to do, everyone needs to walk away and put it in the hands of her husband, Mr. Betaman. Put it in his hands, Mr. Betaman, and see if you can afford to provide for your wife that's not working and for your newborn kid, and see what happens when you run out of money. Where are you going to go? What are you going to do? And she's going to get on your case and say, how come you can't afford to pay the bills, right? Dude, this dude has no idea what's coming. I already foresee the writing. And down the road, you'll see. You'll see. We'll do a show on it probably at some point. Just as a lesson. Not to try to, not to try to exploit anything. It's a lesson learned. This is a real life lesson. This is a real life lesson. I've taught this lesson many times over the years, and it's happening in real time. And I see the writing on the wall. With that being said, I got to go. 100 minutes, an hour and 40 minutes. Have a good one. Take care, and as always, be good to each other.